All right, what's up? Welcome back. This is What's the Remedy Podcast. It's your boy, Dr. J.
Mr. Wash.
And Ashley Ray not here because
Yeah, she had a personal matter she had to take care of. So
she had to take care of some things. So
yeah,
we got a special guest with us today. We have the group chat live. Y'all want to introduce yourselves, ladies?
Hi.
I'm Tony B.
I'm
Good.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Jen Bunny.
And we are
The Group Chat Live.
Hey y'all.
Y'all all harmonious.
I'm about to say something.
Everyone
Quick.
says
Like, oh, they be so shy.
Synchronizing and stuff. That's what's up.
That was practice about the mirror and shit.
It actually came kind of
Came
natural.
natural.
Like we started doing something and started saying our names, and we were just like, well, we are, and we just kept going with it.
And so y'all just matched up perfect. The group chat live.
Mixtape dropping soon.
Definitely.
Hey.
Mixtape dropping
She
soon.
says that every We're not rappers, people.
So I've heard. So
Y'all
I've heard.
tried?
I used to be the
I'm gonna say you
freestyle
took-
queen in college. You remember?
I do remember.
When I used to get drunk and could freestyle like Lil Flip.
Now you're stretching it.
No.
Stretching. I never would have said that. She
I
was
did.
straight. My girl was straight, but
I was.
mixtape dropping soon. We had one mix.
Y'all had a mix.
We didn't rap. It was
Oh.
a compilations of songs. An
Oh.
old school mixtape.
Like a
Yeah.
real mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
just
one you
that.
record on the
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah.
What was this?
For the party
For
crowd.
the party.
Oh, yeah.
That party crowd.
Yeah, we had
4th
one
of
for
July.
4th of July.
Party crowd. And when the holidays hit, we'll have a Thanksgiving one and a Christmas one.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Where'd y'all go for y'all party crowd?
Third Ward.
We started at Dreams. We went to D-Lounge, Spivey's,
Was that the
and
Sunday?
Ocean. No, it was the Thursday because we went out the
I don't know
Sunday.
why it felt like a Sunday though.
Because we went a million places, as always.
Y'all go out a lot on Sunday?
No, not really.
Oh, not used to.
No.
Me and Jen did.
Yeah, they did.
We, went on Sunday. We go out on Saturday, Friday and Saturdays.
Okay.
Okay.
And Monday, every
Sometimes
Monday.
I partake in Sunday fun day.
Where y'all favorite place to go?
Ocean Ave with the hottest hookahs in the city of Houston, 4711 Emancipation. Shout out to our hookah family at Ocean Ave, BYOB, open to 5 a.m. That's what we are.
You do?
Well, I know my boy Steve be there.
Oh yeah, Steve does.
Yeah, I know that.
What's Ocean Ave?
Right next to
The Spot.
The spot.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I know something.
What's the one next to it? Lux.
Lux.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, next to that. Yeah.
So bypass those and go right to Ocean Ave.
Right in the
Yeah.
middle. Or you can give everybody some love, but make sure you stop by Ocean now.
Yes,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Because they all need love. Emancipation is a historic strip.
Yeah, it's
So,
about to be really historic with the way they're trying to change it up.
Yeah, it's gonna look nice over there.
Keep it going, gentrified.
And it's black people gentrifying Emancipation, so that's what I love.
It's awesome. Like, so yeah, come and all the wonderful establishments.
Support all your black people.
Emancipation.
So how'd y'all get started?
Well, we actually started as a 5, but then we became a 3.
We're gonna write a book
And
first.
yeah. Oh yeah, we were. We were gonna write a book. That you would tell her a little bit about that because that was Jennifer's idea.
Yeah, I wanted us to all collab on a book and have different chapters in this book. And of course, me, paperwork queen, I made a PowerPoint and everything. I bought them little composition books to write in. And once I had the rundown on how much time and work was gonna be, those hoes decided to change their mind.
Oh, so now
It was just difficult. She wanted us to have all these deadlines and have this written by this date and this date. And it was just too hard. I think I was in grad school at that time too. And I was writing novels every other week for that shit.
Yeah, we started the podcast right after you
Yeah.
graduated.
So I wasn't able to write
So
novels.
I listen to podcasts. I love Drink Champs with Noriega
Yeah.
and Dezo. That show used to come on Viceland.
Yeah.
I love them absolutely. So I told Jenny and them about it. We started going to Ocean. Me and Jenny would go out every weekend because she was helping me after our breakup. And we would go out Friday and Saturday. And then we started taking Brittany and the rest of the girls out with us. And we was like, we found this after hours. It's so fun. And we're just an open book. So we would talk, and everybody was like, well,
Well, one day, no, I had shared a story about
Oh
Yeah.
Oh shit.
In our group text.
Yes.
I had shared a story about a date that I went on that was weird.
Now I'm interested.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Tell
weird.
the story now. You already
Now,
know.
what's that like? What made it weird?
It was just weird. He was weird. Things he was saying was weird. It was just weird as fuck. So they were. I asked them about it, and
You have to tell a little bit of that.
I was gonna
Because
say,
I
like,
now
I feel
just
like-
thought about
what
that
do you
shit.
think I'm talking about?
It's good. She done had very many.
Yeah, I've
weird
had.
dates.
For some reason, I've had some very weird dates. On this particular one, I had met this guy. It was our first date, and we went out to eat, and we started talking about cheating. And he was telling me that, you know, he was uncircumcised for a long time, and so he got circumcised as an adult, and then that is what made him cheat, because he liked the way his penis looked, and he wanted to go and try it on other people. And so, and I was like, how did we get here? It was just so weird. So I was just sitting here like, okay. So
I'm never coming back with
I'm
you.
never coming back. I'm never coming back. And that man hated white
He was
people
trying to
too.
put
Like,
on.
Yeah. Let you know you might want to see this.
Yeah, his
Hey,
circumcised,
you know,
his
hey.
newly circumcised dick.
Yeah.
No.
You let you know I'm born again.
After
Like
that
you
text, after that text and then us going out,
Like a fresh cut.
people were like, y'all need to have a show. And I thought it was funny. I kept saying we was gonna have a reality show. So I told Jenny about podcasting, and I sent her like 6 different shows. And then I told the rest of the group, and we sat in one of our friends' living room and was drunk as hell off some Stella Rose and some vodka, and made our first show. What was it? It was vodka. We were drunk. You could hear the glasses in our friends' one. You could hear the glasses
Clinking on the
and
table.
it was like the mic came on, and then the personalities came out, and then we were able to I think it's been therapeutic for me. It's built our bond with each other.
Yeah.
But it's been like a really good ride, and we kind of took off a lot faster than I think we expected. So we on the road. We like on the wave now, and we love it. We love podcasts.
That's good.
It started from a group text, though.
Yeah.
So I was like, other people got to be dealing with this weird ass
Our
shit.
group text was like so weird.
It
Like,
was
you could see
lit.
like a man's penis, somebody's mother.
Like, it was just
You're
too much.
praying,
It was like
they
so
were
much
praying
going
for each
on.
other. Somebody's having a mental breakdown. Then boom, somebody has a trash day, and now we're talking about your trash
It was
day.
our group text used to be crazy.
And we found out that other people's group texts are crazy. We found out that we're not the only ones going through the same things that we're going through. And so it's been like, okay, hey, you're going through. And we've learned about each other. And some things that we didn't think the other one has experienced, because we were trying to silently handle it, we've been able to okay, you do understand me. And we know how to help each other. So it has really strengthened our friendship also.
That's good. I think that's what it's about, though. I think just having these conversations is necessary, and so that's why it worked out. Podcasting works out because you need to have a conversation, let people know that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel y'all.
Yeah, so y'all start off with the 5, and now it's just y'all.
It's just
that's the trio.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just staying out.
Disney
Y'all like
Child.
Destiny's Child.
No, we have went 3 months. It's been 3 months. Nobody
thought
got
I
to
killed that.
We
But
said that whoever brought it up again, they was gonna have to buy us around.
around the drinks.
Well, he gave me a cocktail. B-Roll-B.
Bring them out. Bring them out a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that we learned a lot with rebranding and refocusing everything, and that was a learning experience. But now we're here, and we're prospering, and we're doing wonderful.
So on y'all podcast, y'all talk about a little bit of everything.
Yes.
Kinda like the group.
Sex is always
Yes.
in there, though.
Of course.
Yes. And we talk about life. We're business owners. All of us are business owners. So
Yeah.
we talk about the struggles of life starting.
Confidence
I'm
you have.
I'm a hairstylist,
Okay.
and I manage Bougie here at Northwest. And then I have just started my hair care line. And then Brit.
I am a travel agent as well. My travel company is called Lux Custom Travel. So if you're in need of vacation planning, anything like that, I'm here.
Mhm.
And I'm working on getting my paperwork for sex confidence coach.
What is sex? We gotta hear about this one.
That's how she's getting rich.
You know, they want to know.
Because everyone wants to know, but a lot of people will have like issues with their sex drive or with their like moms that come back that don't feel sexy, or couples that feel like, oh, the sex is gone out of our relationship, or even gay couples that can't get it right together but they want to be together. Just different stuff like that.
So that's like a whole conversation. Because I have questions. Because I know some people that do like sex therapy and stuff, so it's kind of in the same vein. So how do you make somebody
become more confident?
Yeah, become more confident.
She's done it because she helped me. They talked, no, because they did. They talked. I was the late bloomer.
Yeah.
So
I ain't gonna. I don't
want
want to do that. I just gave her some tips.
But she made me feel, she did. She
Yeah.
basically, she taught me everything, and then from there, she just kind of sent me what I needed to know, and then Brittany did like the emotional part of teaching.
Yeah, it's all a part of getting to know yourself again. Like, you need to know what makes you feel good. Let's start from you first, and let's move on.
How to communicate that to the other person.
Yeah, how to communicate that.
Oh, I got you.
Not being a selfish lover. Yeah.
Finding things about yourself that makes you feel confident.
Yeah.
And you're sexy.
And sexy, yeah.
So you got like strategies, like you have to do like strategies.
Yeah, check out the Little Pink Handbook. Coming soon.
Little pink handbook.
Yeah.
You got so many questions, bro.
I do. I'm just gonna leave it though.
You're gonna leave it.
But we talk about everything. We're kind of known on the comedy circuit, so we do a lot of like social, like media kind of stuff like that. So we do talk with our show kind of gears into that too, with like artists and comedians and stuff, and interviewing. So we do some of that, and we party. So that's what we talk about. Going out, living out this life. We drove the boat awesome, crashed every weekend, but we picked it right back up.
Piece that bitch.
Yeah, this summer was interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
So,
Say the least.
Why was it interesting? Like, what made this summer different?
Go
ahead.
I think we were learning a lot about ourselves and getting accustomed to our new normal, so to speak. And twice. And so we were, experiencing a bunch of new things at one time. And it just took us putting our pickup panties on and just dealing with shit. Dealing with life, whatever life threw us. And, staying planted, 10 toes down.
And it taught me, I ain't gonna lie, these two really, this summer, helped me grow up. Attitude-wise, Brittany taught me how not to react. And how it made me look better as a woman.
Must how you used to react.
Where she's from? Tell me where you're from, baby.
Tell me where you're from.
I'm from the middle of Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Tony the Stylist.
That's where all my people.
Yeah.
Are they like her?
But I am very passionate because I'm loyal to the people around me, because I don't let a lot of people around me. So Brittany taught me how to gracefully, channel that energy and what to put it into. And then Jennifer taught me how not to have hurt feelings in public. Like, I don't have to show that I'm mad about something because I'm letting them win even if I don't say anything. So it was a big learning experience, and then we got normal, and then life happened again. So now we're in the process of learning our new normal. And I will say this: I wouldn't want to learn it with nobody else because
say that too.
I didn't know how much we needed each other till we needed each other, and then it's like Brittany gives this, Tony gives that, Jeannie gives this, and then you put us all together, and we giving each other what we need. So.
Definitely.
I don't know. We stuck together now. We ain't got but like 2 more things to do before we just we need everything. Like life has truly like been crazy.
It come at you fast.
It does.
It did. Oh, don't say
and
that.
unexpectedly.
Yeah. And you have to be able to deal and still go on with life, and I think that's what we're working with.
And it's also time. It's also okay to take mental breaks. It's also okay
that was
to do that. Yeah. So it's also okay to be in that moment, feel what you're feeling in that moment, express what you feel in that moment, and then keep moving.
I think that we all are independent women, so we're all trying to be like, oh, I got this, like I'm strong, but it's okay to have somebody to lean on. So I found that, like, you know, I needed my friends to have somebody just to lean on when I can't. Everybody like, I got my family, I got blah, 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 but my friends been there. They knew exactly the situation.
Friends are close. Like, my friends are closer than me.
My
They
family,
know
yeah.
more about you than your family.
Yeah,
does.
exactly.
So,
They are.
yeah, cause like you talk to your friends, you tell, like I was just telling somebody the other day, you tell your
Yeah.
you don't want your mama.
And then I think your parents sometimes, like I know with like my mom and stuff, she not real emotional. Like I'm not a hugger person. I'm not like that. If I want to hug you, let me do that. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Type person. But my mom loved me, and my stepdad and my grandparents did. So for me, it's just kind of
touch me.
yeah, like don't touch me or nothing. But it taught me like sometimes you need a little hug. Like sometimes you just need your friend to look at you and be like, okay, let me just hug you right quick, because that's gonna take that pain away. So that's I love y'all.
So touching.
Well,
If you only knew. If you only knew.
We had a breakthrough.
Look, are you a mama's boy? Because you bringing up your mama.
Yeah.
He is.
He
I
is.
said my mom maybe twice. That's
No,
not
you
twice.
said
Said
more
it
than
more.
twice.
You must be the baby in the family.
Or something.
Oh.
How many of y'all is it?
He's the closest.
He
to
gotta be
He
the
gotta
closest
be.
I'm the
too.
middle. Cause
Oh, you the only
I
one?
got an older sister, and then I got a younger brother. And then, well, on my mama's side.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
My dad got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, you and y'all mama must be real close.
Yeah,
real,
me and
for
my
real.
mama close for real.
Clearly.
Yeah. Shout out to mama.
And I feel, you know, I really hope that the woman that you date
Yeah, for
is
real.
strong enough.
To compete
To
with your
your-
mama.
Well, he just said he had an ex, so.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What is that for?
I don't understand. Like at one point it has to be your road and mom's road, and then don't say so.
Well,
close.
I'm not saying that your mom is
No, I just
y'all
that's
get
not
overly
business.
involved. However, but I want to talk about mamas and stuff in
Yeah,
relationships.
we
Because
got
I never.
because it plays a major part, and a lot of it has to do with the upbringing of the son with the mother and the roles that they played in the household, what she has going on as a woman. Like, does she have a mate? Is she in a healthy relationship? Did he see her loved correctly? Where they struggle love? Was he raised in struggle? Was he raised in love? All of that, and then you gonna one figure out how he gonna treat you. And then two, you gonna find out if he gotta call his mama for y'all to buy a new Benz, or if he could just
My
go buy
mama
it.
said.
My mama
That's
said
what happened
we don't
in my
need to
parents'
move.
marriage, and it just
My mama
deteriorated.
See, I ain't got them issues.
Mhm.
Me and my mom close, but my mama is in a distant
Mhm.
enough that I know how to handle my own business. So, like, only thing I refer to my mama on is like after the fact. Like, I ain't even talked to my mom about nothing that went on in my relationship when I was in that relationship.
Oh,
I ain't
that's
talked to her
good.
at all until it was over.
If your mother doesn't like your mate, does that automatically mean she's not your mate
My
anymore?
mama don't not like nobody. So,
Oh, she like everybody.
my mama one of the people that like we used to have shit at the house all the time because she just liked to have people in the house. She be cooking
Oh.
dinners and doing stuff like that. So we all, she just loved.
So if we didn't go to Sunday dinner 3 weeks in a row, her feelings would be hurt.
No,
Oh,
she wouldn't be mad.
okay.
She just saying, you know, when you ready, my house open.
Oh, okay.
She doing them type of
Some mamas be ready to think she don't like me.
She didn't
She
took
don't.
my son.
She didn't took my son away. They out eating. My baby like home cooked meals. He want rice and gravy on Sunday.
Cause my mama loved her, but like, and I see her all the time, and I wouldn't even be with my mom. And my mama still was like, well, whenever y'all get ready, y'all come on through.
No,
You know,
my
That's-
mama's like that.
They
That's
not.
why you can't bring all your niggas and your bitches around because they get too attached
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know how to let that shit go. And that's what I'm
You
dealing with
got-
now.
You done had 3 new
Let
niggas
it
and your
go.
mama still on.
One broke up
That first.
2 years, 3 years ago. Let it go, mama. I'm telling you.
As a
Gotta be
single
careful who you
mother
bring
that's
around.
raising a son, I hope he's close to me like that. But then I'm like, Carter, you're gonna have to. I pray for his wife now. Mm-hmm. Like I want him to have a wife, and I want to have grandkids and all that other stuff. So
Sam 8.
Yeah,
you never put a
They like this though. But they like this though.
I mean, but she didn't put a whole family on my boy.
Yep.
Before he even went to college yet.
Yep,
he hadn't even made the Olympics to swim yet.
That's all right. That's fine. No, seriously, I was at a dinner one time, and this lady was like, "You haven't found your husband because your mom never prayed for him from the beginning." And I was like,
Nah,
that's crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know
tell
what?
her and the Holy
Because I'm pretty
Church
sure
with the
half
oil
of
that they
the
smeared
other
on
people
her.
who married, they mama didn't pray for them. Who's their
My
mama
mama
dead?
prays for a
What if they
husband
mama
for
is
me.
dead?
I don't want a husband. My
Oh,
mama
how
prays
you
for the
pray?
husband for me. My mama want all her daughters to be married. I don't want a husband. You can block your own blessing also too. You cannot move yourself out of the way if you want to. It'll be the things you're doing. So don't be putting that on folks' mama to pray for them and they bad ass.
"Hey, that's what the lady
All
told
them
me."
criminals in jail who mama was praying good prayers for him at night. And these niggas is criminals.
That's what the lady told me. That's
But
all
you know
I'm
what?
saying.
I'm gonna use that as a segue into like our main segment though, because like for our check yourself segment, if we were gonna talk about entitlement, so one of the things that people are really entitled to is those marriages and relationships. Like for sons, like they okay, so I'll take some people that I know, like they feel like they are doing so well in life. Their mama, they in a good relationship with their mama, all that stuff. They're like, oh well, shit, I should be married already. Like I feel like I've done everything I was supposed to do to be in that situation.
I understand.
So how do you handle that feeling? How do you find that feeling of knowing you should be in something that you ain't?
Yeah, Brittany, go ahead with that.
Tell them how single you are because you feel entitled.
Talking to your
I
mic.
have some
That one in the middle. Oh, now you can't talk.
now
She's
you
so
can't
single
talk.
because she feels so entitled.
That's a lie.
You do feel entitled.
Entitled. You do.
You feel like you should be somewhere already.
Yes, she does.
Why?
I feel that way because I feel that I put in the work, in my opinion. I've been through some shitty ass relationships. I've learned who I am, what I'm willing to put up with, what I'm not willing to put up with. I've learned, how to handle situations, how not to overreact, all the things you need to know.
Apparently not. Go ahead.
I don't think that's why. I don't. And now in this moment, I really don't think that because you're single is because you still need things to learn. I don't think that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying apparently you're not ready like you think you are.
Why?
Because God ain't gave it to you.
That's what I just said. I don't believe that. I don't believe that people who want to be single or who don't want to be single are still single because God says they're not ready. I don't believe that.
So what do you believe?
I believe that you just haven't met that person yet.
Because
you just haven't met that person.
Because you're not at the stage in life to be ready. That's like God saying you want to be a millionaire, but you have bad financial practices. He can't give you the money.
So what about the people who do have good financial practices and they still not millionaires?
Or they just didn't take their money and want to be a millionaire.
Or the people who are doing well in life, who would like to be married, who are at the place where they're supposed to be.
I would make that argument too, because because I grew up in church. My daddy was a preacher, so everything was always.
Oh, you a PK? Oh my God.
So everything was always about if God is ready for this is what's going to happen, blah blah. And I've always been of the idea that that don't really make sense to me because it's people that ain't got shit together.
And they married.
And they married. They got.
And how do y'all know how to marry?
People who want to have babies.
How do y'all know? Because y'all are looking at the outside and not looking in. But I will be one to tell you that He will prematurely give you something to see that you can't have it because you want it so bad, and He will take it back from you after you have it. Y'all can keep asking to be a wife. If He gave you a husband on Wednesday, are you ready to be a wife on Thursday?
What were you gonna say?
Well, you just gonna skip up with the
was it a response or was it a
statement?
statement?
Because you're saying you're entitled to being ready to be married if you feel like
y'all said that I was. I don't feel that way.
You do feel that way.
Right. But I do feel I want to go back on what he was saying about what if it's not about what if God makes sure. What about the women who are horrible mothers? And the women who want to be moms and they can't have children. So, have they not met something in life?
Is it time for their blessing to have a baby?
Maybe that's
Yeah,
Or what
that-
if
that-
it's
that-
not,
that's-
or is this not
Yeah.
meant for you to
Maybe
have?
not.
Because what if you go and try
Yeah.
to force to have that baby and you die at birth because you just wouldn't take the heat that you shouldn't have a baby?
exactly.
It's
It's
all
all
about the
put you-
choices, though. It's all about the choices too. It's the choice, some of the choices that we make, like in that situation. You know what I'm saying? A person that, you know what I'm saying, really wants a kid that would be really good for a kid, whatever case, but he can't have a child, or may need to get do more work or do some high testing. What man did she choose beforehand? Because a lot of times they might choose a dude that they've dealt with for a couple of years, where they could have been with somebody else that was willing to work with them on that situation,
Yes.
versus dealing with some tired ass nigga that was like, I ain't got time for it, or blah blah blah. But they really care for that person,
Yeah,
so
but
they
they
stay in
want
the
to have babies
situation.
by that person.
So everything's based on our
Or
choices.
getting your ideal person. Sometimes you will bypass the man that's almost to the man you want to be just because he's not there, and you will go pick this man that just looks like everything you want, and he's a trash ass individual, but because he looked exactly
That's
like
very
what you
true.
want, you went and overpicked him instead of working with the man that's trying to work towards being that person.
And also, like, because we were talking about people that like ain't ready, but they don't seem like they're ready, but they in relationships. A lot of times, the people are real accepting the shit that they in.
Yes, they are.
They
Because
like,
you
well, I'll
want
just
to
take
be
it because I need somebody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I do what I got to do. I deal with this man that does whatever.
Or
he
your
does.
mama said, niggas gonna always do shit, so you just gotta pick and choose what you gonna deal with. So, yeah.
That's my
I've
biggest
heard
fear
a lot
with
of
it is-
older women,
Mother's never told me that.
who've told me that.
My mother-
No.
Like, you are gonna deal with a bunch of bullshit. And even talking to older women that have been married for 50 plus years or whatever, the stuff that they've gone through, it's like, what? That's why divorce rate is so high now.
Right.
Now,
Because
them
they-
people stood- them
They
people-
stayed there through like
Yeah,
shit that I would never be
They
able
were
to
like
sit there
mental,
through.
low-key
I agree.
mentally unstable.
Huh?
They were low-key
Definitely.
depressed. A lot of schizophrenia and a lot of bipolar because they stuck because that's what you thought you were supposed to do. You
Yeah.
can always choose and make your own path on what you want to
Who
do.
made
Some of
the
people-
rules?
Some
Who
of the
made the
people were
rules?
stuck in them relationships. Some
Yeah.
of the people couldn't get out of them. Like they were in situations where like the man was a breadwinner, the mama ain't had nothing. Like she dropped out or whatever just to take care of the family. She became a housewife. Now all of a sudden he trash, but she can't leave. So they have to stick it out. They gotta find a way to make it work.
That's another form of entitlement and women feeling like because they're a wife, they entitled to everything the husband have. Everything he
What do you
has,
mean?
everything that attaches to them. A lot of women see it. It's a lady I follow on Instagram. And so the husband and the wife are like, he has the money, and then the wife doesn't really do anything. She been an at-home like wife. And he told her he would start a business. But she can't manage money well. So he won't give her the money, but he'll give the coach the money. And the wife is like, that makes her feel inferior. She feels like she should know the bank account information. She should know everything because that's his wife. And his thing is not that I don't want to give it to you because you're my wife. I can't trust you with it because he was like, I'll come home and you'll have Gucci bags everywhere. And so in the comments, the people were saying as his wife, she should know this information. If something happened, being a wife, that's like being
I don't
dishonest
know.
to your wife.
But why be married to somebody you can't
You
trust
trust.
with a
I
bank
was
account?
gonna ask this. So that's a big thing.
That's
Like,
it. That's
But,
crazy.
yeah, but like you, when do you? It's hard. Like you're not entitled. He doesn't have
I
to
wouldn't
do
wanna be married to
anything for
somebody
her.
like that.
Was she bad with her business before they got bad with money before they got together or after they got together? Did he get all the money? You got to think about all those principles.
Well, yeah, because they might not have had money before, and then like when he got the money, he realized, oh, she bad with it. So I mean, but at that point, I'm like, okay, should I still stay?
Stay with him. Like, why would you want to be with
He
someone?
said no, then that was the thing.
Because
He possibly
finances
had
is one of the main reasons people get divorced. Like,
Yeah.
it fucks shit up. So why stay with somebody you can't trust with money, knowing they're gonna fuck it up?
I think, that's one of the
That's
conversations
what
that you just got
I
to
think.
have.
I think
My
my mama
mama
said
fucked my
that
daddy
she
credit up. They
felt
got
like
a
his
divorce.
money is my money.
They got a deed.
Quit telling my girl business.
I'm just saying,
I
because I come from a home like that, and that's why I know, and I can speak on that from experience.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't trust your partner with finances and with money,
Yeah.
then what's the point in
But
staying
a lot of
married with
women
them?
feel like if my husband say he going to work and he going to make the money, I
Now,
don't
if he
gotta
giving
care
you an
about what's
allowance,
else.
that's different. if he's giving you a very
He doesn't have to give you
allowance.
anything because you don't get up and go to work.
You're right.
He could come home every day and pocket all his money and say, I don't want to give you shit because
Okay.
I've given you a house, water, and food.
I got a
Yes.
question for y'all.
But the kids need stuff. You said they got kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the kids need shit other than the house, water. We need to go get
So
some
for y'all-
clothes.
Let me ask you this. So for y'all, since y'all are women that could be in situations like that in the future, how do y'all feel about like joint bank accounts? Because I feel like that's kind of a form of entitlement too. Like you're entitled to share some of your money with me.
No,
I share
not
some
at
of
all.
mine with you.
Not at all.
I agree with joint bank accounts. However, I also agree with having your own separate ones as well.
Yeah,
And I believe that
bills.
bills and
Bills.
shared,
Yeah.
finances that y'all have, but our personal, extra account can be spent on whatever it is that we want.
So how you decide
Now-
how much goes in your separate account?
I don't
No,
know.
you
That's,
pay the bills first.
I
and
think
then
that's
put the
something that
rest
I
in
would
your
probably have to
stuff.
decide with my husband, or I'm not sure. That's something that we have to come up with. But I do believe in joint accounts. Yeah. What about you?
I was gonna say the same thing. So like my thing is, I believe in having a joint account for bills. So like, but because the argument came up one time because like the woman made more money than the man. So like usually the man will make more money. Taking traditionally. So like the woman was making more money. Like the woman making 6 figures, the man making like 60,000. So like they have to pay all the bills and stuff, but like they can't put the same amount in the joint bank account because she make more money.
Mhm.
So she
Yeah, it's
don't
not
want more of her
proportional.
own money.
Yeah.
So like I think my idea for that would
But
be
she might have
All
came
time.
into. What if she came into the relationship with more debt than he came in? She
Right.
could have
I mean,
came
it's a
with
lot of
more
factors.
student loans. She could have had 2 cars where he has 1 car and she's
Yeah.
paying a note on 2. She might have rental properties. and
I think
things
that's
that
one of the
she can-
conversations you have.
You just-
before
but
you-
I don't want to
So
join
that's one conversation that you
Why
need to have
not?
people on
I do
that.
not want to join
Allow.
Allow.
Why?
Because I know whoever I decide, I don't want to get married, but whoever I decide to be with for the rest of my life, we're gonna come to the table with a business account already. I've made that money. I've worked. I've put the time in. I've sacrificed for that money. The businesses that I've decided to invest in came off of something that I've prayed about and done. So that money is going to go into an account that will work for me and my businesses. My names will be the only ones on them and all of that. Now, what I put into the account of what bills I need to pay, I'll definitely do that. If I want to go on vacation, okay, babe, I'm paying for us to go on vacation. We can do something like that and what I have to pay. But we don't need to have a joint bank account to just say that we're together and solidifies a relationship.
So would y'all just split bills? Like, y'all
Yes,
decide
we
who-
would split
who
bills.
pay what?
Yes,
Oh,
we would definitely.
Yeah,
Because
because-
I always want to make sure that if something ever happens, that I can 100% take care of myself.
Right.
Because I know exactly how it
You
feels
know
to go
what,
from
though?
having a mate in a hotel.
When you have them side accounts, that's when people start sneaking and doing shit.
But if you go into a relationship thinking your person is
Yeah,
sneaking,
you
and
might as
No.
well not even be in there.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
this could be further down the line. Down the line.
everybody
It
that
don't
you get
matter.
with don't want to do shit to you.
You
Some
get
niggas
it.
want to love you.
I understand
Somebody
that.
want to love
I'm
you.
just
Somebody
saying
don't
that.
want to love you.
I don't want
But
those
not
people.
even just
You're
a
talking-
woman,
you're
but
talking-
like to a man, because it's a lot of men
I was
that
like,
have
baby,
been
got your
done
hands
wrong
up,
in
it's you.
relationships too.
I don't know shit about him. That's you.
Yeah. But I'm the same token, like shit, sometimes you gotta go. Whatever energy you put out into a situation, those expectations you give, that's what it is. I've decided that anybody that I date further on, I'm not gonna go into it automatically assuming that it's gonna be somebody else, you gonna do some fuck shit. I'm gonna think positive in whatever you do. I
And
believe
that's
It's
hard.
all magic
That's hard for a
energy.
lot of people to do.
It
To
is.
think positive after being in.
It is
bad
very
situations.
difficult. 'Cause
It
that's
is.
that is my issue right
We
now.
just heard it.
Yeah, that's my issue. No, y'all haven't heard it, people.
We did.
Because it
It
goes
keeps
way
seeping
deeper than
through.
that.
It keeps seeping
But
through.
it
You're
is
running them off.
it is hard to be a positive person knowing that you potentially know how it
I
may
don't.
end.
So
I
you
know,
waiting for?
I'm always been. I've
I know
always
you're not
been
supposed to
that
put any
positive person.
expectations on things.
So you just waiting for the other shoe to drop all the time?
Always.
Not all the
Yes, you
time,
are.
but the one time something slip, I be like,
Here you
oh,
go.
see, nigga,
Here you
I
go.
see
See,
you.
but that's
That's
Yeah.
not fair.
because-
That is not
That's
fair.
that shit.
That's not fair though.
That's that shit.
Because I always want, this is one thing I always want people to remember. If the shoe was on the other foot, and you have to understand, people have millions of other people they can lie to all day. I don't know why people feel like they're so important that people want to peek to lie to
Entitlement.
all the fucking time.
Entitled.
Like, what makes you that important that you feel like somebody's lying to you? Or, better yet, why can't a man just tell you like, hey, you know what? I don't really want to see you tonight. No, nothing bad towards you.
No, I told her that is so harsh.
It's not
harsh.
It's not harsh.
That's
It's harsher
harsh.
than what you're saying.
It's really
But
not
to
harsh,
be
but-
honest, some days when I come
If it
home,
wasn't harsh, your face wouldn't have did that.
No,
It's
I
not
think
harsh,
that
but
makes
it's
it because I know
something.
how to respond.
Yeah,
to
I can't say that.
but
I
your
know
responsibility
how-
in your feelings. But like after I come home and I didn't deal with so many different people
I don't
energies
think
through
so.
the day, sometimes
Ain't
during the day, I do want to see you. By the time the sixth person didn't cuss me out over some hair, I didn't have a person book an appointment, unbook you, don't
I
want to
really
pay a
want to see you
deposit.
then, baby.
I
Come on,
don't,
that's
but
what
that's
I see.
that I don't. I don't ever want to ever go back to being codependent on another person when I get home after work. I want to be able to come home, and if I need to center myself and find peace, I need to know how to center
Do it by
myself
your goddamn
by
self.
See,
myself.
but my thing is, so the reason I made that face was because I know that if I say that to a many variety of females, that the response I'm gonna get back ain't gonna be nothing positive.
It's not.
If I say, hey, look, I just don't want to see you there. I just want to chill. Oh, what you finna do?
It's not what
That's
you
like-
say, it's how you
Who
say
you
it.
fucking?
Who you fucking?
Yeah, maybe you said it a different way, not like that, but like
Like my
maybe in
friend
a.
told me Saturday.
not
I wanted to see him
entitled.
Saturday.
You're
I
not
wanted to see him
entitled to
Saturday. He
that.
was like, I have to go to work early in the morning, and I already know you don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I already know you're gonna be on that bullshit. He was like, no. He said, you stay at home. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's different.
That
That's
was
okay.
cool. That's
But
the
then,
same thing
I don't
he's
wanna
telling
say-
you. That's the same thing he's
That's
telling you.
the
That
same
ain't, no,
bullshit.
it
What
wasn't
does it mean
me.
when you
Because
say
somebody
this?
has tried to tell you that in some kind of way. He's just bullshit. He don't want to see. It's honest, because if I would have went over there and he was being dry or not wanting to say nothing, I would have been even more peace. But if you telling me before I get here how you are and how you gonna be, that gives me a chance to choose what experience I have in you.
I agree, but I'm just saying because he explained he was tired. He knew he was gonna be on some bullshit and stuff like
He
that.
didn't
So I
even
knew.
owe me that. He didn't owe
I was
me
gonna say
that.
that. I was gonna say that's
That's
another form of
entitlement.
because you think that you're entitled to an explanation.
He,
You don't
I don't,
know
and he
that.
only
Exactly.
told me
I don't
that
have to
because
give
I
you
think he
explanation.
felt I was going to
Right, 'cause that's what
overreact
I'm
about the situation. And if he would have just been like, you know what, I'm about to lay down, I probably would have been like, oh, okay, whatever. Curse my instead of being like, okay, whatever, and go on about the situation. Because if I get you and you're not at a certain level, I'm gonna be even more. I'm gonna be
The
mad
more
at
that you
myself
need
for
to.
coming. And I'm gonna be mad at you. So what's the point of starting a fight that you don't need to?
I
See,
feel
but my
like
thing-
nobody owes you an explanation.
Nothing.
No, nobody owes you anything. Even in a situationship, even in anything, I don't have to tell you shit. I don't feel like dealing with you today. Like, I don't have to tell you why. I don't have to tell you about. I tell you because, of the situation that we might be in, how close we are. But sometimes people don't want to fucking deal with nobody. You want to come home. Me as a parent, I deal with kids all day. I got to come home and get a rest of my 10 to 50% of my energy to my child. I don't want to deal with you and your shit too. And I done been stepped on. I done been ran through. I don't want to deal with that type of shit. Like, I don't want to deal with it.
Like
It's okay to say.
Like the thing on Instagram, they had this little post going around last month, and it was like, I don't want you if you don't want to see me 78 times a day.
Yeah.
And I was like,
God.
what makes you
78
think?
times.
It was like 78 times.
Yeah,
We talked about
70
it on the show.
Yeah, it was
Like,
70 times.
what make you feel like somebody wants to give you that? Why do they have to see you to solidify that they want to be with you?
78 times though.
First of all, 6 times. 2 is enough.
I got
Ah.
something too because all
Yeah.
y'all are entrepreneurs and stuff like that. So it comes into play in that kind of situation because a lot of y'all time is focused to furthering yourselves and stuff like that. So it's hard to find somebody that's going to understand that. Like I said, when you
It's
have 50
very
things,
true.
somebody can be like, "Hey, I understand that you're busy. I understand you got like stuff
I
going
don't think
on."
you make time for what you really want.
No, you
No,
can't.
that is
like
true.
that.
That is
I
so.
don't like that either.
Okay, so this is my thing
Go
about
ahead,
all
go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
That's so unfair.
Go ahead.
No, like some people say, so you make time for what you want. That's a true statement, but I believe, like I said, we have good communication and stuff can be organic. Then that statement shouldn't even be needed to be like to make time. Like you're a part of. If I have a business here, I got podcasts here, whatever the case may be. You're one of my priorities, regardless.
Exactly.
So if you don't fit
Well,
that
how
time,
does she
but
know that?
that's through my actions, through my
Yeah.
words. My
Okay, so
actions
if your
match my
actions
words.
ain't matching that shit,
How,
then how?
wait. First of all,
Look at
can't
him
see-
bothered.
like
You
you
have
have.
bothered.
So here's the thing.
He
I'm
is
gonna have
bothered.
all this love in the world, and I have no money to pay my bills because you want to see me all week. But because I won't see you because I'm doing hair, that means I'm not interested in you. But I could see you for like 20 minutes on Wednesday in between clients. I made time for you just in 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. But when people start talking about you make time for who and what you want, you put so much pressure on the individual that they got to do shit like what we just talked about. I'm tired, I can't see you, but they still see you. And they give you half of you.
Tired,
and then you be dry. Then we get over there, you acting dry. You don't want to touch.
You must be doing something else.
You must sit on the bench. I'm working. I have to go to work. I'm running a business. Last night, I did not finish doing hair until 10 o'clock last night. Somebody wanted to go to dinner with me last night. I kept saying, okay, I'm coming. Finally, when 10 came, I had Brittany enough to do it.
And she didn't even do
I didn't even get to do her hair. I was tired. So the bad part about it, and thankfully now I'm talking to this person can understand, but I've had men tell me before, like, you bullshit. Or you might be with me. No, like I've literally been on my feet since 11 o'clock this morning and it's 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I have to do it again tomorrow. It doesn't mean, maybe I can see you.
This girl go home and take 16-hour naps. This bitch don't have to do nothing.
And just because you're ready at this time doesn't mean I am ready. Because what if he had time at 11 o'clock this morning and you didn't have time? Does that mean he's not making time for who he has? He was off at 11. You're at work at 11.
You're right. But if his actions aren't matching,
he can't show. What do you mean?
I mean, like even calling, texting, blah blah, whatever it is that the girl may need. If you're not doing that shit, plus on top, I only see you 1 hour out of the whole 7 days of the week.
Many expectations.
Then, no, that's not an expectation. But if someone is interested in you and they're not talking to
work,
you,
I want you to work. I want you to work and me to work.
You require minimum communication.
No, I don't require minimum communication.
Yes, you do.
I know that I'm running a business and I have a job. And I know that my client who's paying me deserves my attention more than the nigga that's fucking me. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is. Because my money is coming from there. Because if he gets up and wants to go live his life with somebody else, this client is going to still pay my light bill.
I agree with that. But I'm just saying,
I'll give you a situation.
But I don't have a minimum.
I'll give you a situation that's not as like, as tense as that one, because that's actual money. Mm-hmm. So I had a situation in the past where like I used to hang out with this girl or whatever, and so like I would go over there. I see her like once a week. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the weekend. I ain't got to work. I ain't got nothing going on. Or I think I was in college. I ain't had class or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I see her like on the weekend. I see her like Friday night. I stay the night over there. Ran some errands and shit with her on Saturday, whatever. And then like, and then so like right after that there was a game. I was like, oh, my boys want to go to a game. I'm finna go to a game. She said, oh, okay, and everything was cool, right? Left, come back the next day, a couple days passed, kind of talk off and on. I found she go off on me because why you didn't invite me to the game? You didn't want to spend no time with me? I think
with your friends?
That's you.
Girl, you ain't. I spent a whole like 36 hours with you. What you mean you wanted to go to the game with me?
I wouldn't do that. No.
Girl,
I got 27-year-old me would do that. But if he's going to the game, if he's going to the game with his friends, I don't want to fucking go with him and his friends.
Okay.
When I was
in a relationship, he would invite me places, then yeah, but I wouldn't push myself on him. The only reason I went with him is because he wanted me to go. But I would not like openly invite myself and be mad if he didn't take me with his friends, because why would I want to be with you and your niggas? Like I wouldn't want to do that. So I wouldn't.
Oh,
that's weird as fuck.
To be.
She just wanted.
She wanted more time. Yeah. And she's like, and then so the argument came up. Why I only see you once a week? And I'm like, because I be busy. Like exactly. I give you a couple hours once a week. And then I think because that one time I went over there, I only stayed for a couple hours because I had to go somewhere else right after. But I was like, let me stop by. Mind you, that house way out the way. I'm gonna stop by there so I can spend a couple hours with you. We can hang out. Then I got to go back to the other obligation. Yeah, that's not enough time. She's like, why you only going for a couple hours?
That's you.
I just went through that.
My only off day is Wednesday and Sunday.
With my favorite boo.
I carved out a couple hours just to see you.
And he told me that.
And
I was like, but you only fucking me before why you gotta work and why you at work. I don't
And
see
you're
you.
gonna
I
miss
ain't
out
at
on your
That's what I'm
husband
saying.
picking over.
I'm
little
gonna
stuff
call him leave.
No, you're
Yeah.
not.
I'll
You're
do
not.
it.
You're not.
I'ma
Because
call
I want
him.
people to understand.
I'm
Like
sorry.
it's stuff. When I got one
I'm
off day.
sorry.
So you know what? I understand.
Yeah.
See, I talked to this man and he told me he was busy like you, and I'm sorry.
And I've been telling you the same shit for the last 2 months, but now this man that told you and you believe it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that pissed me
That's
off. I
sad.
couldn't talk to her no more, man. It was too much.
Because you're
That's
annoying.
pressure.
That's
pressure.
annoying. Just say it. It's an
It
annoying.
is, and my thing was, I was like, I'm already going out of my way for you. Why you putting more pressure on me to be there even more?
Well, let me say it like because of this, because there was somebody who did like a
And
whole
he
lot.
was a fuck
That's
ass
why.
nigga.
But I'm
Because
sorry.
he was. No, because for all
I'm
the
answering him.
But
Can
I'm
I-
saying,
can I
but
answer
that's-
him?
that's what I'm
But that's the
saying.
point though, because like the nigga that did do all that for you,
He ain't had no job.
he like yeah, it's something
Yeah.
about it.
But
I'm just saying,
if
that's
somebody sets
You
the
be like, why
bar
you
and
do
does
shit?
all
Lazy
this
as fuck.
shit, and then this is removing myself. Can you
Yeah.
remove me and then listen to the comment? If somebody sets the bar at a certain level, and then every other dude is not doing these certain things that you're used to, then it kind of feels like that. I can
But
understand.
Okay, let
That's
me-
not
That is.
fair.
It isn't fair. I agree.
It's not
I
fair.
agree. You have to learn that everybody is different, and that's something I'm learning
And
now.
then too, like it's not fair because you equivalent a person that hurt you bad
Exactly.
to some good shit. You gonna over you because if
I
that's
do
the case,
think
if that's the
you
case,
can pick
I
out the
feel
good
like if that's the
qualities,
case,
though.
I feel like
So
if that's the case,
the
if
person,
that person has so many good qualities, I should have stayed
Stay
with
with
that
that
person.
nigga.
And that's
Because
what
if
I'm
the
saying.
qualities are so
He should have
good,
worked it out.
go back
you know how
Yeah.
like when you're in a relationship, you
That
pick
nigga
and
all the
choose the
time.
things that
I don't
dating.
want anything from my last nigga because if I did,
So,
I
bro-
would be with him because he was for all the good, the bad outweighs the good, and I'm gonna automatically.
Well, from
think
all of
that.
my past relationships, I've been able to pick and choose what I want and what, suits me. It's not saying, I want to be with that person again or be with him again. Hell, fuck no, I don't want to be with him again.
Okay.
But, like,
But
just,
the key is adaptation though. Like we life, how we live it is that we have to adapt to every situation that we in. Life always changes every second. So like say if you're in a relationship and I want this, I want that. Whoever I'm dealing with, whatever, I have to adapt to how much time they can give me, whatever the case may be. If I don't choose that, then that's just me being stuck in the way. And I really have to sift through everybody to find that person that's gonna give me that time.
Mhm.
And that person that give me that time
Might
not
be
give me
something
stuff,
else.
may lack
Yeah.
something else that I really
Yeah.
want. So if you don't never adapt, you're never gonna find what you really want.
I will say this: what I tell people a lot of times is that you got to find out what your non-negotiables are. Now you can
I
have
like
like
that.
5 or 6 things that you definitely have to have,
Uh-huh.
but if like it's anything outside of that, then it's just a benefit. Like you don't have to have everything.
It's
Like,
building a
You
person.
gotta be flexible.
yeah.
no, non-negotiable.
Non-negotiables is just
That's like
you
saying
can't cheat.
what
Like,
you
that's-
need
like, it's just the
out of a
main
man.
It's like if these things happen,
You
I'm
don't
out.
have any.
I'm done.
You don't have anything that you would want out of a man.
Every person that I date, something different in them is something, like their situation, my requirement for each one of them is different because
Right.
I know what that person has. I don't hold people to these big standards because you're going to disappoint yourself. I absolutely don't put all of that pressure on people because I'm going to give you 100 of me. I'm going to expect you to do your 100. Wherever you lack or fuck up, I'll be able to pick up on that and I'll take my exit from there. Maybe the most non-negotiable, and I play back and forth with it, is the having the kids. Other than that, a lot of things that a lot of women are bitter and mad about were things that you can look at yourself and you knew what's going on right in front of you. And you're the reason that they continued on.
You're not gonna go to be extreme.
I was gonna say
Like,
mine would be like the big things. Like you can't be fucking somebody else.
Yeah.
You can't.
Oh, okay.
You can't.
Like you don't think that.
Those are like general
But no, like I'm
things.
talking about like,
yeah,
you gotta
but
have
like-
a job or some drive. That's
Yeah.
not
Those are like, but okay, y'all are saying like 5 non-negotiables. That should be like something that automatically.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
know, you
people
say
talk
that-
to people that ain't
Oh,
got a
no,
job.
I don't talk.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to nobody that don't have a
Because
job.
if one of your non-negotiables be like, hey, I just want a nigga to keep a job. And
There are
there are
people
niggas that be
who
like,
date people.
I
I'm not
ain't
saying you.
no
I'm just saying
job.
there are people
There are
that.
people
But
that-
I'm saying
Yeah.
for me, it's Tony in my mind because when you start putting those expectations, but I attract what I want. The type of they will tell you all my niggas are all the same. They're really all the same. They're all the same, just in different ways. One have kids, one don't have kids. one has a legal job, one doesn't have a legal job, but they all work. But I attract the type of person that can deal with my lifestyle. I might have a few things about me going to the club, or maybe have my social media presence and things I say on there. But other than that, it's just some stuff I just feel like it's common. Like, I'm 30, I have my own apartment, car, I can pay my own bills. Like, I'm not attracting niggas that's not.
That don't do as you do with me.
Yeah, because even the first conversation, if you don't, where you work at and it's no job, I'm just not texting back. So, because you're going to be
no job.
Because you're going to require, you're going to want to know what I'm doing all day. What you doing? You want to talk to me all day.
Okay,
you
but
want to
I
see
have a
me all
question.
day.
So, like you said, you have dudes that are illegal. So then, what constitute as a job? Because it's drug. Would you date somebody that was a full-time drug dealer?
Yes, and I'm having the time of my life.
Because they can take care of themselves. Like,
Yes,
you don't want
I'm
somebody
not
to-
required to take care
And
of
that's
them.
my thing. Like, that's why I say I don't want to say somebody having a job is like a real requirement for me. It's more or less just you having drive and ambition and actually doing something for yourself to be.
Yes.
Like, and I mean, I probably, I can't be in that same situation like with drug dealers per se, but like it could be anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, other than like prostitution or something, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But,
But he's paying his own bills. Men, the people that are doing it,
strippers. I
you're
can do
paying.
strippers.
You're not asking me to pay
You
mine.
can do it. No, you cannot.
He
I have
cannot.
before. I have before.
This man said he couldn't date somebody if they fucking somebody else. Nigga,
Not while we exclusive. Now we just fucking and that's y'all business.
I mean, y'all talking on y'all talking terms.
It's a difference.
What's
Because
the
y'all
talking
could
term?
be,
What is
you could
talking
be talking,
term?
you could be
You're
seeing
not
somebody.
exclusive. Y'all not in no
That's what I'm
relationship
saying. If
together.
we just talking, fucking, whatever, then that's just.
And no, it's a
But if we
difference.
exclusive-
But y'all
Because you could be
working
fucking
towards
with
something.
somebody, you could be talking to
How do you
somebody,
know
you could be in a
you're
relationship
working
with
towards
somebody.
Right.
How do you know that you're working towards something?
You
Y'all-
said that
y'all-
from the beginning. Like I said, you know
What we
the
doing?
What do you do?
What did we do?
What do you do to set that tone? Like, how do you know that you're working towards somebody?
How do I know that I'm working towards something?
Uh-huh.
I know it after a while. Like I don't ever go into it unless it's just somebody I really think is just that what that is or whatever. But going into it, most of my situations I go into it as this is just another situation. Now if it
I thought it
develops
was
from something
men
from
who
that,
knew what they wanted. Like
you know
they
you
do.
do.
You
Some
know what you
women wrote
want.
that tweet. That's
No, he said that you do. Men
But
know
he
what
was
they
not.
want.
But what did you say? You don't what?
but even if it's somebody I
immediately
want, like if this person fits all my criteria,
On the outside.
I'm not fixing to just jump in and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna deal with this one.
I
No,
know
I'm
that.
gonna talk to her and see what happens.
Mhm.
Now if I build from there and it becomes situationship, relationship, whatever, then it is what it is.
Don't you
But,
feel like that's a sense of entitlement that women feel like you have to know what you want out of them in so much time, or that means that you're not interested
When
in
you
them?
fucking, yeah. because
Yeah,
emotions
well,
get involved.
no. Even
That's
like people that
Some
get
people-
married, they
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, we've been dating for 6 years, so it's time for us to get married. Like we gotta put something on this. He gotta put a ring on it. I can't
Why?
live in here and doing wifely duties.
Cause you doing wife shit and you a girlfriend.
You chose to do that.
I know. I'm just
That was
saying.
your choice. That was your life choice. You woke up and said, "I'm gonna be this nigga wife. No
Yes.
ring, but I'm gonna be his wife.
Exactly.
No ring, but I'm gonna be your wife. I'm
I
cooking
don't-
you some
yeah.
steak tonight."
I don't see no, and I don't understand wifely duties anyway, because it ain't no difference to me no more. Like at this point, it's like what's the difference between a wife and a girlfriend besides the ring and some papers?
Oh, them papers mean a whole lot.
What you say?
Them papers mean a whole lot.
Like wifely duties, what is technically
That
wifely
means
duties?
life
Everybody's
insurance
free.
and nothing at
Oh, yeah, no,
all.
I'm just talking about like the wifely duties, like the things that a wife does, like physically or in a
That's because
relationship.
girlfriends been doing wife shit for too
Exactly.
long.
It's we well
Yes,
past
so-
the
lines of blur.
wives.
No, definitely not.
we well past the point of trying to figure out wifely duties. Like,
It's
you know,
kind of hard when you went with somebody for X amount of time. Though it is kind of hard to not fall into that role because women are natural work nurturers. We're caregivers. We want to take care of our man. It's just hard to not do that. It really is if you really like somebody.
So
if
what's
you
the
really
deadline?
love someone.
What's the deadline? What's the cutoff? What's the cutoff?
Somebody
Like,
for marriage
if
or
you've
leaving
been
or
with
wife.
somebody for so long, what's
I
your
don't know. I
cutoff?
ain't never been in a situation like that. But like, have I been like a prolonged situation and be like, okay, it's time to get married? Because marriage is a big deal.
What's your longest relationship?
My longest?
Like real relationship, not like because I know a lot of people being like off and on situations.
That
Like,
counts.
No, I'm talking about like real, like y'all stayed together for like a certain amount of time.
Off and on counts.
Not really. I don't think so. But
You
I mean,
don't?
you can. I don't think so.
My longest relationship was 2 years.
Oh, that's still a long time.
2.5.
Together longer than that.
2.5, 3 years, something like that.
But y'all was that the off and on one or is that?
No. That was the one.
So how long was the off and on one then?
I don't know. I don't really have off and on relationships.
Yeah. Off and on.
Because she had off and on relationships for 8 years.
Yeah, because off and on can go
We
fast.
was like,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
a
a
long
long
time. It was a
time.
long time and it was horrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't horrible. Let me
I don't
take
do
it
that.
That's
So
what
we
I'm
don't
saying.
see
That's
together.
what
We don't
I'm
be
saying.
together.
Let me
We
take
might
it.
break up for like a week, but like that's not off.
Oh, no. Like,
So-
we were like 8 years. I met when I was like 21. We were like, well, we graduated college after that. Well, that was 20.
A long fucking time.
It was a long time. We
to
went
waste a lot of fucking time.
Yeah. That's why I say I don't really count off and on. Like if you in like a real relationship.
No, the
like
last 5
Yeah.
years of it, we was.
Because
Oh, y'all was together for the last.
Yeah, in the
Okay,
last 2 we lived with each
That's
other.
a whole thing then.
The last 2
Yeah,
we lived
That's
with
a
each other.
whole
It
thing.
didn't
No, I
make no
wouldn't
difference.
say-
He was still a cheating ass nigga both ways.
Yeah, mine too. But I wouldn't say like if we would have we talked about marriage and like stayed in the buy house and all this kind of other stuff. But I don't think that it would have benefited us to be married. So.
I guess the only reason I asked is because we talk about entitlement, and I think that people be in like
Because he was
relationships
married.
and they be thinking,
Did y'all
I
miss
did.
that
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I had to stop.
But I'm not
He
gonna lie to
was
you.
already married.
When all the years we was together, I did get married.
I was listening to what you were saying, like,
He was already married.
I was trying to explain something, but he was already married like the whole 2 years.
Not the whole 2 years.
So he got married somewhere in between the 2 years.
No, he was married when I met his ass. Yes,
I thought the paperwork was already
no, he told me his wife. He told me his wife was his baby mama. So if that's anything to be entitled to, he should be entitled to an ass woman for doing that. I'm sorry,
But I did not expect marriage. With the 8 years, I didn't expect the marriage. I knew we were gonna get
like,
married.
that's what you was that weekend?
You wouldn't get married.
I got a conference for a week.
Yeah. Wait, let me go.
Long ass vacation.
Honeymoon.
But it was a picture on Facebook that girl was in a whole relationship with that man and he went out of town
And got
Oh,
married.
yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
Mine was laying in the bed next to me and going to dinner with his baby mama on the weekend with their family, doing family events.
Family, man.
But I knew, no, let me tell you, I knew we weren't going to get married. I'll never tell anybody that. I would not put that on him. There was nothing that I knew a ring was going to come out
I
of
have
the
a
situation.
What do men feel entitled to? Like, is there, women say, I was just about to say,
Vagina.
That's it.
Vagina.
It's pretty much it.
sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what makes you entitled to sex?
Makes me entitled?
Uh-huh.
Honestly,
Or makes you feel entitled to that you should be having sex or she should be fucking you?
I feel like it's not that you like feel like you just I don't know how to explain it because it ain't like we just entitled to just like we know we gonna get it, but we pretty sure that we gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you giving me any type of play, then I'm thinking, oh, that next thing to come from that is gonna be vagina. Like it's not gonna be. It's our confidence. Everything we do builds towards that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything men do builds towards some type of sexual.
Do you think sex complicates things?
Why
Pretty
he
much,
answer?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just thinking about the question, but
Why?
no. Sex does complicate everything.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like because
Not for me, but for whoever else it is.
Yeah, not for me either.
Yeah.
That's why I want to know, like, what do you think?
If you go into a situation and it's kind of like, this is what this is, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be no complications. Especially if people, if we on the same page.
After you spoke so
on the
many
same page.
times, they still got the understanding that y'all know.
No, because feelings come into play.
Yeah.
Somebody catches feelings. You know what I'm saying? And it's both people can catch feelings. Don't.
Yeah, it's not always just women that catch
Yeah.
feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Men catch feelings too.
Yeah, because it could be a vibe. It could be like you be just having sex with this person, then they doing certain things with you, like making you feel like that support and that comfort that you're not really getting, and then your feelings get really involved in it.
And then you as a man, like you get this feeling of, I would hope nobody else is getting the same feeling that I'm getting from this person.
So you get comfort, you get security,
Yeah.
everything like that.
It's like I feel like we have a connection now. Like at
Yeah.
first it was just me fucking because I'm just fucking, but like now we got some kind of connection. So that means if you fucking with some other nigga getting the same thing I'm getting.
See,
I don't like that.
You're doing too much with your person that you just.
So that's what niggas like.
You're overthinking it.
Yeah, and you're doing too much with the person that you're supposed to be fucking. That'd be the problem too. People be doing too much.
I think that people should only have a minimum of 3 times they fuck that one person and then move on to
what the fuck? Because you want some good shit. You ain't
like after the 3 times. That's when feelings start getting involved.
Because I got one. He is crazy as fuck. Kids just gets on my nerves, but if a real nigga call, I'm coming running. But he crazy, so you gotta just think like that.
So
what I do admire about them is they are able to turn off their emotions with sex.
Yes.
Me, I can't do it. But I really try. I did try, but I did take their advice, and I just can't do it. I don't know how you do it.
So is there anything that you like? Since we talking sex wise, is there anything in sex that you will not do because it attaches feelings to the action?
That's a good question.
Because some people can't like.
Some people can't kiss.
No, it's just the fact that he's
like,
penetrating
me in my eyes.
Yeah,
just penetration. Just as soon as the dick goes inside,
you see this shit, bro.
No, I don't
Stop
do
saying
that.
that. You not gonna show second time saying that shit.
Penetration.
No, saying that means y'all the text. That do not mean
You have my spirit and
Came out your vagina.
You shouldn't have looked in his eyes. You
should have let you penetrate me because
My spirit came out.
I know. I can separate the two between the other.
I don't
very
know.
much separate the two between the other. I don't.
You know what?
Feelings are not attracted to
When I
sex.
was younger, I did. Like in college, I don't know. I can't get that person back though. Like in college, I was a different person. I didn't even care.
But I think your emotions in life is different when you're in college. Like
Yeah,
now,
I
for me,
didn't
sex
care.
is not a coping mechanism. It's my love language, but it's not a coping mechanism.
And sex to me is very, very. It's sacred. Like I don't want to share my body. Just even though I am in these sometimes. I don't want to share my body with just anybody. I don't want to fuck just anybody. I really don't. I can be celibate and I can go long periods of time without sex. That doesn't bother me, but I don't want to just be fucking just to fuck somebody.
I get that. Because like I said, like for me, it's more mental now than anything else.
Yeah.
Why are you
Like,
thinking about it so
What? No, I'm saying like we
It's
talk
supposed
to
to be fun.
like. If I'm
It's
having
fun with
a
somebody,
going out
okay.
night, whatever, we drinking and shit, yeah, ain't taking shit. Like I can meet you, what's up, what's good. But like I said, if I just meet you out, like I said, we're not really just to that point. I'm drunk or just whatever, and we have a conversation. That conversation intrigues me.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we're talking about, whatever might even turn me on, how you might be answering.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's part of the thing that like a lot of women, well, I don't say a lot of women, a lot of people in general, because men do it too. Like there's a certain connection that happens outside of just sex. So like they'll fuck somebody, like they don't care who they got a fuck buddy, they call them up, you know what I'm saying, you do and you done. But you can't be like sitting up having a conversation with them and then like y'all fuck and then y'all come back, y'all talk about life after that. Like that intimacy comes outside of the sex. Like it's not even the sex that made the connection. The connection was that's kind of what, it kind of fucks their mind up.
I don't want to
people's
be
minds up.
friends with the people I fuck.
Right.
Why?
That's weird.
I know life stories. I didn't have life stories.
Yeah, but like I don't be like,
man, they're talking about, well, my mom bought a house here.
But that's me though, because I like conversation. Like, I like talking.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like,
I guess I can't fuck randomly. I mean, I'm not saying it's randomly, but I say I just can't. Like, you know how you can just do it without any emotion.
I mean, what's random? Because you need to know their first name,
No,
last name.
I'm not talking about.
What's random?
I'm just saying somebody
you know
knows.
first and last name,
Yeah, I did it, but I forgot.
I know you got no first
No,
name.
she
Do
did
you know
not.
the spelling? Did you know the spelling?
Now that's spelling
Did you know
shit.
the spelling though?
That was
Last
fun.
name.
I said his last name ain't important.
Shit.
Oh shit!
It's really important when you're trying to write a name on a birth certificate. Shit, collect them funds.
You stupid.
You need.
I wish Ashley
I
was here.
just said-
Ashley, you're really missing out right now. We miss you. You would be really, really good on this conversation and hear you.
I just try not to
I know she's
attach
big like what
my-
you like said with your attachment thing. I know she's big on soul ties.
Uh-huh.
She's about like doing having sex, whatever. She like, you know what I'm saying, she believes in soul ties, being attached to somebody.
Yeah, I
I think it's
can't.
the type of sex you have and the type of relationship. It's
No,
some dudes
it's
that
just the sex.
It's
I
a
think
mindset.
it's a mindset. Like it's some dudes that I text in my phone. They just know I'm a hairstylist. They don't know that I'm a manager of a store. They don't know I have a hair care line. They don't even know I have a podcast. And then there are some dudes that just know about the podcast and think I work at a store. And then there are dudes that we're never gonna be in a relationship, never be in a relationship ever. And I know their whole life story and they know my whole life story. And I can talk to them one day and go,
I
maybe
have
I'll
those
talk
too.
with no emotions.
But
I've had a conversation like that before. Go ahead though.
yeah, I was just saying, like, I have those two that, you know, we may have experienced something way back in college, but now, like, he really is a confidant. Like, I really call him, or he calls me, and we just talk. But we have no sexual interactions or anything like that.
I'm okay with it.
I've been asked before, like, you know, in the past where it'd be like, because like I said, I like to talk and I like to sit and talk. I'll talk to you about
I
today.
want you to give your views on sex, because she has some very unique views as well.
Let this man.
I'm about to say, she's a sex person.
Yeah, she's a sex person.
Y'all two in love to hear with that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my thing. Like, I don't be in love. So like, but the thing is, I enjoy intimacy. Okay, so like, I enjoy the intimate part of sex, but I can do intimacy and not feel anything. Like, I can do all the intimate parts of sex because I like the touching, I like kissing, I like doing all that stuff. But at the end of it, I'm like, all right, like, I'm good. Like, I'm
Okay.
or even after that, I'll lay up and talk to you afterwards. Like, we had a full conversation. This is all good. Everything good.
I remember the first time somebody, after we fucked, he was like, okay, I gotta go to work. And I never experienced that.
Oh, she
before.
was so hurt.
I was like, you're leaving?
And I was like, what?
Why are you leaving? Like, I don't understand. Like, you could just stay here. No, I'm about to go. What? I didn't understand that. I was like, this is different.
You know what?
This is what y'all
I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
the first time that happened to me, it made me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Because like the girl got up and she was like, okay, well, I'm about to go. I'm like, wait, wait a minute. Like yeah,
I was like,
used.
yeah, I started crying.
serious?
I was like, I don't know what I'm feeling right
Yeah.
now. I don't understand what I'm
So
feeling.
if we're not in a relationship and we're not together, I'm not
Just
going
wasn't used to
to
that shit.
encourage
I wasn't used to it.
girlfriend things or relationship things. And me laying
Right.
up with you and waking up with you in the morning is going to attach me to a feeling that if it doesn't happen the next time, it's going to make me hate you.
Right.
When I could not set that expectation at all, and let's just not make it awkward. I've had a man tell me, you could just lay there down. Don't go home. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to
Right. But
hit him out.
and you know what? When I think about it, I understood why she did it.
I hate it here.
Yeah, I understood why she just got up and left because we wasn't gonna have that kind of type of relationship. But I wasn't used to it. So like when you just get up and leave, I'm like, no, you used me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not used to the situation,
I wasn't used to it. I wasn't.
Did you do a good job? And you don't have to feel used.
What was the expectation?
Well, I got called back, so I was like, okay, I'm
What was
good,
the
but-
expectation of her? That's another thing. What was her expectation from
You
the
felt
beginning?
entitled.
I did
Not
because
to the sex, but her expectation as a woman to you in y'all's relationship. What was the expectation that you had set for her? Because that could go with why you wanted her to stay and not leave too.
what the expectation I had was, I mean, it was what it was, but
Apparently not.
But at the same time, I had never been in a situation where the woman just like got up and left, and like that was all she was there for, and that was it. Because usually when I get into situations like that, it's like, oh man, I just really wanted to do that, and then like, it's like you want to lay up and just chill and talk.
But she gave you what you really wanted, and you wasn't ready for it.
But see, I didn't even ask for it though. But that's the thing.
It
So
doesn't matter. You really
I
you
brought
said
that
you
up.
would never be in a relationship. You wasn't trying to be in a relationship.
I brought that
It
up
is
to
what
the
it is.
dude
But
that
she
did that to
gave you
me.
that.
but mind you, this same person, not like a month later, was blowing on my phone talking about why we ain't in a relationship. The same way
It
that got
don't
up and left
matter.
me.
We talking about that.
Because y'all
one
fucked too many times. Told you only 3.
Because the
Told you only
first time she
3
got up and left.
The second time up, the third time she was in it.
If you got conversation like you, I'm saying, but if you've been fucking somebody, it's how it's kind of been, then you be used to it. But if I'm kind of used to that conversation or whatever, and it's not going to nowhere, but we have a conversation about blah, blah, and then I fuck this new person, and she like, all right, I'm gonna holler at you, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like,
But I'm not that bitch. I'm
yeah,
not that bitch.
no, but it's a shot to your system. Like you, I'm not used to
it.
this. Like,
He just said,
I was like,
it is what it is.
You
But he
leave.
said, oh, it was just, it is what it is. But she gave you, it is what it is,
then
and you
stop
couldn't
acting
handle it. You
Yeah.
couldn't
But I
handle
wasn't
it.
ready for it.
I wasn't ready
ready
for it. I wasn't ready for it. I was gonna be like,
Okay, how does somebody know? I can't be ready. I mean, I can't make you ready. You can't make me ready. But I gave you what you wanted.
But see, like, and even in that situation, like, we were in a hotel room, and it was like one of the quick hotel rooms. So it was like, I knew that it was going to be over quick. Like, I knew I was going to be able to get up and go. But I was supposed to be initiating that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I initiated to get up and
gave you
go.
what you wanted.
Nah,
That's
I
the-
get you.
The issue with that whole situation is the fact that you wasn't in control no more.
Yeah, I wasn't controlling that
You
moment.
would have liked to be the
Exactly.
one that got
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I should
it wouldn't have
never
mattered
done
how
that.
old girl felt though. No, it
So
wouldn't
I
matter.
have a
No, it wouldn't
question.
matter.
So them
It wouldn't
staying
matter.
there with you, or does that, as a man, does that mean that you really care about that person?
No,
means that I
it
have
does
control
not.
over that person.
Huh?
It means I have control over that person. Like it makes you feel like they really want to be here. Like that's why they stand, because they want to be here. Like even if I don't want them to be here, they want to be
I've
here.
made them so comfortable that
Yeah.
they feel like, you know what I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, I like, you know what I'm saying, I feel comfortable, I feel secure here, this and that, whatever the case be, because you giving that kind of vibe to that person. Not meaning that's what you want, but you want everybody to feel that way.
You want-
when
you
they
want-
deal with you.
Like my whole thing is I'm a comforting person. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a teddy bear type person. You know what I'm saying? So when it's over with, I want you to feel like you so comfortable that you can lay up on me, everything, and we chill or whatever. But if I'm not in that mode, then that means that I feel like I did something wrong. Like I feel like, okay, well, what did I do that made this person not react like everybody else?
It might have been great. You
That's
might have
what-
done
that's what
everything you
But I know
wanted.
it was
What
good. Like
about-
I was told it was good,
So-
but I'm just saying it's like.
It
Is
felt
not
weird.
tiring though, like that you're giving all of that energy to every person that you deal with.
No, it's not every person. You do that
must
with every
talk to
person.
everybody.
He do it.
You do it with every person. You do it with everybody.
Like you said, he do it with everybody.
The majority.
Yeah.
I know, most women that I deal with, I know most of their life, like, and it don't just be like where you grew up at. Like it'd be like, you know, my uncle did this, and you know, I'm like, it'd be deep, like because I'm good at. Well, I don't want to say I'm good at, but like I hold conversation like I give a counseling session. That's what I've been told. But I don't think this counseling session. It's just the way that I talk.
Manipulator.
I do too.
Manipulator.
It's not a manipulating thing. It's just you just
That's
don't
what
never.
it is.
It's
Yeah.
never. You just never stop counseling. I mean,
Well, you just
once you
wanna
become
talk.
one, you just are one.
Fuck that.
I'm
See a nigga
serious.
first. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
What did
that's
I
true,
say?
Fuck that.
I forgot. I wanted to ask you something.
What
I
you
can't
wanted to say?
remember.
That should be so tiring.
No, it is very tiring. Because like I said, I deal with a lot of people that they feel like, say, comfortable. They can just talk to me about anything, whatever case, even if I don't ask about it. And I genuinely care. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, we might have just fucked, and that's pretty much what it was supposed to be. But if you start telling me stuff, you know what I'm saying, I care, like, you know what I'm saying, I hope you okay, blah, 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 this and that. And just in that conversation, some people just take that as, damn, like, no, this really could be something, or he really cares.
Yeah.
And I do, but I don't care to that level.
Not-
Let me
I
just
say
say
I do care, but not the
Let
way
me
you
just
think.
I don't want to start no relationship, but I care about you as a person.
that's you can care, but like
Yeah.
I'm just saying this. Every dude that texted me was like, "Oh, you okay in the fluid?" They didn't put you with 10 points. That didn't mean you
I
cared.
mean,
That just meant you was texting me, "Are you okay in the fluid?"
You was just
Like,
going
I'm
through
just-
all your shit and be like, let me text Tony.
That just means you care. Just the same way if we fucking around and I just text
right.
you randomly and say, "Hey, have a good day." It's not like I'm in my feelings. I just was scrolling and seeing and was like, "Hey, hope you have a good day."
That's how I feel.
Like,
That's how I feel.
that's what it was.
Like,
But I
like
put so
Rob
much
said,
intent into the things that I do that I think that
I
other
used to
people
just
do
text everybody
too.
the same shit.
Yeah, I used to do that too when I had a whole team. But
Whoever
Yo, back
started
then-
the
Like,
conversation.
When
fresh
I-
off of yourself.
Do y'all remember, like, okay, so like when iPhone started doing, like, you know how you used to back in the day when you had text messages, you could like select a whole bunch of people and send them all the same text message and it goes individual text. I remember the first time I did it where it actually went through as a group text. And I was like, oh, okay, I can't do that no more. So yeah, that just made me think of that because I was like,
You want
it had like a bunch of things.
Yeah, everybody agree with mass text message.
Good morning.
Come on, come on, come on.
And
Come
they
on,
responded now?
I don't know none of
I
these
think-
numbers.
Everybody, good morning.
I would
beautiful.
have
morning,
sent that
beautiful.
to my friends. Put it, y'all call every number on this.
That was a long time ago.
Call every number on
I
this.
don't know none of these
Say,
numbers.
this nigga ain't shit.
Motherfucker.
Nah,
He
the
really
person be
playing
like,
with
I know,
the-
I know,
these numbers on
I think I would look at my homegirl like, bitch, why
Yeah,
you
yeah. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
take that pressure off these people that y'all dating. Quit putting all that pressure on them and have these expectations and just enjoy life.
And stop trying to be in control.
Yes, life has been so fast. Life has been like one day.
When you stopped yesterday?
I got too much shit going on.
I'm still learning
Stopped
myself.
yesterday.
Yeah, I got too much shit
I
going on.
learn new shit about myself every day in this dating thing.
I think like since I got over 30, I definitely got a new mentality
Mm-hmm.
where I don't really feel like I don't feel like playing around like that because it's like I said, it's not draining to me, but it is like after a while you get kind of tired of because then it'd be like people that have opened up to you and have gone that extra mile with you, and then like you kind of tired of them, but they still hit you up like, hey, so my mom did this, and I'm like I don't feel like talking to you right now, like I don't want to talk to you no more.
Yeah.
But now you've opened up your whole life to me already,
So you feel obligated to that person.
Yes,
and
now I
then
gotta respond.
that's why you have to stop putting it.
Yeah, and that's why like at this age I wouldn't do that no more because it's just crazy.
If I don't want to talk to you no more, I don't want to talk. So if I want to go,
And you know you do have the upper hand in the dating pool.
Oh my God, here she
Who was
goes.
I talking to? Who did I talk to about? What were we saying?
You were talking about the numbers to Tony Boo. 1 and 3.
Who? No, I think we were.
Yeah, we were. I was on FaceTime, and y'all said Tony. I mean, at your house.
Yeah, I like black men have the upper hand in the dating pool.
How?
Because black women think they can only date black men.
That's
So they eliminate the rest
Because
of the population.
there's like 3 to 1.
Yeah, I mean I get
Yeah.
that, but and this is easier for us, and because like me, I don't see myself ever dating anybody but black women.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't find other people attractive. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so it kind of sucks for black women if y'all don't have as much of a selection because if you really do want to date black, you got to slim pick.
The way
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
these women
Few
are
and far
I'm scared for
between.
y'all.
Yeah. Especially that
Because
lit
it's-
niggas.
Yeah, I say, because a lot of niggas are either locked up, gay.
And that's
And
what's
these
so
women
funny.
are crazy.
That's what's
Or
funny
they
about
fucking
that, like,
crazy.
Everybody, like, and like the whole niggas ain't shit argument, that's why, like, for the longest I used to fight against that. Like, everybody like, niggas ain't shit, I'm like, nah, stop saying that shit. But then, like, you
You
start
done ran
really
to
thinking,
ain't shit niggas.
like, you know, and you start thinking about what your homeboys do, and people that you know do, and you like, yeah,
Y'all
niggas
niggas ain't
really ain't
shit.
shit.
Nah, females, there's a lot of females
I know.
that do a lot of men wrong. That are, it's a lot of women that are the reason that a lot of men are trash as they are. Because a lot of men have tried to love the wrong woman like they try to love their mothers, and that woman couldn't connect with their love. So you messed up this good man, and then here I come behind. He don't trust. He don't believe none of this, and you trying to build that
We
back
will only
up.
do what y'all allow us to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If y'all like,
If
you know what
women
I'm saying,
told-
crack the whip a little bit and like withheld some things or whatever the case may be, or really kind of set up front, a lot of niggas will kind of change. But
If women came out and said,
call you
niggas-
on your
like
shit.
niggas in dresses, then niggas gonna wear dresses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Women run that.
Yeah.
Like, y'all really have control over niggas, and it's like, y'all don't really just take advantage of it all the time.
Yes. But
Y'all
if you
have
forward
She
and
does
tell them,
know
man, if you're forward and tell them, man, what you want, I'm a firm believer in if you want something as a woman, a closed mouth won't get fed. I will shoot my shot. If I feel the vibe, I'm gonna
I don't
vibe
do that anymore.
and go on. It doesn't take away me as a woman and you as a man, but he might not even
commend
have
y'all
y'all
for shooting shots because I did it and got declined.
Yeah, we had
And
a whole
I-
show about it.
Man, because if y'all have to experience that, like with all the women you meet,
That
that
is another
fucking
form of
sucks.
entitlement that women have. Like, women think that if they come and shoot their shot, then it's like it's supposed to be automatic. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's not.
But nah.
yeah, if I go to have a conversation, you already have that look on your face like, what the fuck you want?
Yeah.
That's her face.
See, but no, and
It don't be
men
like
are
that
bad
because
about
I'm
reading
making
that,
it like
Yeah.
that. That's how it's just made.
No, it's not. You can be so pleasant sometimes.
I don't want to talk to you.
Men are better about reading that don't talk to me face than women are. So like, you know, when a man approaches and he shoots, even if he still goes ahead and shoots, he knows the response he finna get.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna shoot, get the response, and move on if he
I'm gonna
So what you doing, practicing?
We keep telling you that.
Oh,
we
right.
told you that.
Oh,
what is the difference?
Like my
in
probably
me
started saying,
telling
the worst
you
she can say is
and
no.
us?
Oh, the
Right.
worst she can say is no. I'm
And-
practicing. I'm
and
throwing
let's
it out
say,
there.
if I get one that has a face like that I know is like probably gonna turn me down, and I still get a little bit of feedback from her, that
I'm
means
gonna
whatever
roll
I'm
off
doing
that.
is
Icebreaker
right.
right there.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm a roller.
We good.
At the time that we did shoot your shot, I shot my shot and I got rejected too. But I recently shot my shot and I scored.
That's good.
I shot my shot and I got rejected too. Didn't I shot my shot
No, you
several
didn't finish
times. I said I'm not shooting no more.
You didn't finish
I'm
shooting, and then the
done.
second person that we wanted you to, you clinched up in the club and you didn't want to shoot your shot at him. But I'm glad you didn't, because he ain't shit.
He ain't
He
shit.
ain't shit.
Whisper in my ear.
He ain't shit, bro.
Who?
So everybody.
Oh,
Yeah. He ain't shit, bro. I
she fine as fuck.
because I think sometimes women give off an energy of either married, the angry black woman, the bitter black woman, or the unapproachable, I'm too independent.
Which
And
one
so a
am I?
lot of
I
men,
give off wife vibes.
Which
That's
one
what
am
they
I?
and you give off bitch vibes sometimes.
I give
too.
off wife and bitch vibes.
So then the
Which
men
one
that
am I? Which one am
Sex.
you get sex.
Man.
But they give it out so much that sometimes women
Give
miss
out
out on
play with
men
your
that
tongue
they
ring.
want because the man
Oh,
can't
yeah.
see past it. And then the woman has to shoot her shot to put herself on the radar. So sometimes
Yeah, you
women
gotta
have to
make
put-
yourself seem approachable.
Exactly.
Oh, how is that? What do you do?
Shoot
Smile.
your
You
shot.
smile, you have fun, and you talk to people. Like you are conversational with everybody. Like people that are
What if you're an
conversational.
introvert? It's hard.
Well, at least don't make a face like you don't want to talk to nobody.
Okay. Because I'm an
Yeah,
introvert.
like I say, if somebody just makes just a comment to you, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Whatever case may be, you kind of get that look like,
Oh,
"I'm
good.
good." You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do not do that. I talk to people.
Crickets.
Everybody
I know.
Everybody.
Sometimes I just don't even feel that.
because
I have a question, though.
Go ahead.
How do women, I want to know, when you're interested in somebody, like really interested in somebody, what are some things that you do? And what are some things that you do?
Like in the club?
No, like if you have someone
Not
you're
just
talking
bone
to, I'm
industry.
talking about if you're interested in them.
Like want to pursue something.
Yeah.
Oh, like I want to do more than just.
Yeah.
I'll give my time. I'll give a lot of my time. I'll make time.
See?
After 24/7, you
You-
gonna make
you-
25
yes, they
minutes.
real.
If we vibing like that, I'm
You
going to
make
make
time.
time.
You
I'm
gonna make
going
25.
to push something else back to spend
Hell
time
no,
with you.
do not push nothing back for me.
No.
Do not put, don't ever, I never want somebody to push back anything they're doing to accommodate me. Because if you push it back and it end up being something that could have really helped you in life, you will not hold that resentment on me. Because you put that before
No,
me.
I feel
There ain't
that.
nothing that serious, bitch. I'm not gonna pass up a job interview or anything.
But you would get mad if he said he was working and didn't want
I
to
mean that's
Oh,
fine.
nah,
I mean
I'm going to work.
Oh,
I'm going to work, yeah. I'm talking about maybe having he was going to do something with his friends. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's do something or something like that.
Not give
No.
up just the same way if I was dating somebody and we already had plans
Plans,
to go to the
yeah.
ocean. I'm not gonna give up my plans to go
Oh,
to
but
the
Brittany
ocean.
would.
She
She
gonna give up.
would.
No, because when that nigga leave, you're gonna be crying with me.
You
so
sure
if
will.
you crying in the BMW
I
with
sure
me,
will.
You ain't gonna be in that motherfucker.
And I'm
in
still
Paula
going
with
to
that
make
nigga.
time for him and go out with him.
Chill.
See, but my thing is, it's hard for y'all to gauge that, and I know that from like being a nigga and knowing niggas. Like, 'cause sometimes it's gonna be the nigga that's gonna give you the time, that's interested, but then it's a nigga that's not interested, that's bored, that's gonna give you a whole bunch of time.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I've been in situations where I've hit people up and been like, you know, how you doing? I talk to them throughout the whole day because I'm just bored. And I had nothing else to do that day. And so like it seems like I'm really interested, but I'm saying that like, I just want to have conversation.
I've done that too. When I be
I
sleeping
say,
at
let me do it
work,
all the time.
at work, I be texting a whole bunch of people just.
And then when the man do it, the women are so mad
Entitled.
about it. Entitled or feel so
So
bad
then, what do
about
you
it.
do when you're really interested in somebody?
When I'm really interested in somebody, I'll spend more money, I guess. Like I'll actually go out on dates because I don't date people.
Exactly. Because nobody can waste no time.
You know, I'm not gonna waste no money on somebody I'm not interested.
Yeah, I ain't going no serious ass date.
Yeah, like if I'm interested, we finna go somewhere. Like,
We're gonna figure out some
find
shit that's going around town or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
they got this concert going on, they got this going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna find shit to do with you if I'm interested. If I'm not interested and I'm just bored, I'm gonna have a lot of conversation with you. We're gonna talk a lot because I just like talking. But if I'm
Clearly.
interested, then I'm gonna actually go out and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this thing's going on at Jones Plaza. Let's go out here together. And like, because I'll be one. If I'm interested, I want to be seen. I don't mind being seen in public with you. If I'm not interested, I don't want to be seen in public with you. So I'm not gonna take you nowhere.
It is fact.
I've been interested in something I just don't want to be going. I don't want to go. I just
But
don't want to
that's just
go
personality,
nowhere.
though.
Why?
Because I'm out with a whole bunch of people around all the time, and maybe I just want to be with the person that I want to be with for this amount of time, with just me and them.
Oh, I do that too, but I also like going places.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's after 10 or 11 by the time I have time to do anything.
Jennifer, what are some things you do for when you're really interested in somebody?
I don't know.
I'm just that fake.
What do you mean?
I don't know, because I treat everybody as I used to have 5 dudes, right? And I would love all of them the same because I liked one thing out of all of them.
And it made the perfect person.
Yeah.
That happens.
Like a fist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna give all of you. I'm gonna give you everybody. I'm gonna give everybody a little bit, but they all gonna get the same little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean,
So what if one of them you liked more than the others? Like, what would you do?
He's giving you more than one trait that you're looking for. Like he's giving you like 2 of the other traits from.
Like he's starting to look like he can make up for the rest of the
he
couple other
can
niggas.
hang out with my friends.
So you get to go out a little bit more with your.
He gives you more visibility.
More visibility. There you go.
I'm gonna love all of them in public. I don't care where I'm seeing.
But and they all know about
That's
it.
why I got to draw a line.
I'm gonna love all of them when I see them at any point in time. You hiding, then you don't.
And they all know about each other.
I'm gonna be honest from the jump. This and this. I'm talking to these people. And
you want to join?
This is that. Yeah, this is your time
to
say you don't want to do
you
it.
be like, that's cool. Like if that's what it is. If it's mapped out like that at the beginning, then sometimes you just be like, that's cool.
Yeah, let the best man win.
Yeah.
It is what it
If
is.
you really and niggas gonna have confidence because they gonna be like, I know this nigga ain't doing what I'm doing. So
Yeah, I know this
Step
nigga
your
ain't
game up.
me.
yeah.
Worry about your own.
What do you do?
Self. I can't stand when
What's
a
your
nigga
name?
worry about other niggas.
Yes.
Worry about your motherfucking self.
And if you doing
You
it,
see,
if
that's
you doing
what
what
you
you
need
do,
to do,
then
then
y'all
that's how I
gotta worry
feel.
about it.
That's how I feel. Like I'm always gonna be the best person you ever talk to. So I'm not worried about who else you
That's
talk
it.
That's how you
to.
feel in your own mind. You're
Yeah,
like,
you say that.
Because I would tell you, I'm like you can go on and talk to somebody else. Good luck, because you're not gonna find them like that.
I just do it.
Confidence
I do a different
is
speed.
key.
Confidence
That's
is
attractive.
And I feel
It's
the same
attractive.
way, but it's a little different. I feel the same way. I'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't never feel like I'm gonna be the best nigga in everything. Because there's always gonna be somebody better than you. But you're never gonna find a nigga like me.
No, nobody
But
like
then
that.
you can be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? This other nigga does this really good, but he don't do it like that nigga. No, that's how my whole point is. Like, I make myself try to be unique to anybody I talk to. I don't want to be like anybody else.
I just be myself.
You asking me what do I do?
Yeah, like when you're interested in somebody, like really interested, what do you do?
What do you do different from every
Yeah.
other
I'm trying to
time?
think, what would it be different? I probably giving a lot of time because I don't give people time. Like I'm very much, if you call me at 12 and it's going to date at midnight, I'm on the date at midnight. So give them time. And if I'm very interested in you, you will know because I'll allow you to be in my circle. Like know them, know who they are, and let you know what the podcast is. If you want to know if you're watching this and you talking to me, if you're watching this and know I'm on the show, that's how you know I'm interested.
I don't tell everybody.
Yeah, I don't tell people I don't tell people I'm a podcast.
Because people are judgy.
Judgmental, and because of our show, I'm not gonna stop.
We tend to be a little raw on our show.
I tell
But
you
that's
everybody.
the thing. Like I don't like a lot of questions because like I'll talk about past situations and then they'll be like, okay, well, who was that? Like, or was that me or something like that? And then I'm like, I don't want to have those conversations.
Oh
You're
yeah.
ashamed of your past?
I'm not ashamed.
No, I
of
mean
it.
he
I just
may
don't
be
have
discussing
conversations.
somebody.
It's not your business.
Like I get phone calls to this day about me discussing people on our podcast, discussing them on our show. Like I had somebody, why the fuck you? Blah, 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 blah. I was like, it wasn't even you.
Right.
It really was.
My ex said it to me. My ex was very mad about the way I have portrayed him on the show. So I know you're watching.
Yeah, so I don't really tell everyone. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we've all had a situation like that.
Yeah.
Like I say, if somebody hit me up and be like, hey man, you shooting a shot. And I'm like,
We all
I ain't
accept
talking
it.
about you. But,
Oh yeah. Well, when we started, I was in that full relationship, so
Mhm.
it was a lot of that.
It's kind of hard to be in a relationship especially when you're open about past relationships, mistakes you've made, and things you've done, and stuff like that.
And we go out a lot, and I'm not willing. I love going out. I will go out Friday to Monday and then do it again. And so I'm not really willing to compromise there. But I do think that it's one guy on my phone right now. I'm really feeling him because Saturday I contemplated not going out to go chill with him. So if I really contemplate not going to the after hours to you should probably know I'm feeling you.
Yeah. That's
Oh, it is. I just thought about that. I must like him.
That's funny.
I didn't know that.
I told her to leave your ass, just like you would leave her.
Yeah, you would have.
Mhm.
You would have left me.
I said, leave Brittany ass at home.
For what?
Because he called me.
Yeah, go.
Hmm?
I'm always in support. If man,
Oh, y'all know I'm leaving for some deep, baby.
yeah,
I hit y'all with
if
that.
man want to go,
Y'all
go.
been pissed.
The
Y'all know
club
I
will
difference. That's one thing that they do have in common. I'd be like, look, bro, I'm already out. I'm gonna have to fuck with you later, another day.
So you got a whole roster, though.
These two, I gotta go, my man. Now,
or being in the club, and if he tell me to get up and leave, and we in the club together, we have to go. I forgot to leave. Like,
Yeah, you pencil niggas
She
in.
did.
You like, niggas ain't your day. Why you calling me right now?
everybody is a different version. Like for us to be three friends, we date different ways. Like Jennifer is open about all the dudes that she date, whereas I have different dudes that I talk to, but I'm not exclusively dating anyone. But they need different versions of me, and Brittany wants one individual, and she's ready to marry you in 6 months. And it's just crazy. But
I just love. I know, but I just don't. I've dated so much. I have dated. I've had the roster. I've done all the shit that she's done.
Mm-hmm.
I've done all of that stuff.
nigga.
Yeah, but
I ain't new to this. I'm true to this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as exciting. I think that maybe some women come to a point where that just isn't that exciting, and it's time consuming.
It's definitely time.
It is, and I don't be feeling like I don't be feeling like going all the time.
You know what? And I always say that like women always be like they be like, well, we gotta have this nigga mentality where niggas be like always trying to fuck with different hoes and shit like that. Like it's a nigga mentality, but what people don't realize is that you don't want to be like niggas, because niggas be depressed half the time. Like niggas be miserable. Fucking all these people, they be miserable. They be miserable.
I don't want to be. Well, that doesn't excite me to have a bunch of different people. I'd rather have one person that I'm vibing with, blah 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 blah, and then rather than a whole roster where I can do this with this person on this day. I did that shit. I used to be falling asleep at work, going on dates every day.
But I learned, I think like a month. Yeah, like a month ago I had a date, and he was like, "I want to
really nice dates too, very nice dates." But I don't feel like doing that no more.
But see, for me, like I had a dude, he wanted to settle. He was talking about it like last month, and he was like, "I just feel like you're not ready to do this," and I'm not. So I know if I got with somebody and we were exclusive, as of right now, he wouldn't get the best version of me, because I know I can be a good girlfriend. And I'll cook, clean, mentally be there for you, support you, pray with you, do all of that. But I know that right now, and this person in my life,
like this shit.
And we don't. We get a.
They don't like this shit. They don't like the recording. They don't like us
the social media.
The social media, people knowing, they don't like that shit. So,
and we know we've learned a lot of people know about.
I actually had this dude sat me down and was like, "So what are we gonna do about this? Like, what are we gonna do about social media and you going out? How are we gonna fix this?" In my mind, I was like, "Nigga, what you mean?"
You should have just explained
it's hard being like, cause I'm not gonna consider myself popular, but like I run into a lot of people everywhere I go, so it's hard to be that type of person where you like people know what you talk about a lot, or they know that they know about you everywhere you go, and then be with somebody and then they be like, why you know this person? They know about you. And so like, cause we went to PV, so we run into a lot of people all the time. Yeah. And so like, I've been in situations where like I'll be having a conversation with somebody and I got all these questions coming to me because everywhere I go I'm talking to somebody. And so I'm like, well, I mean, I just know people. I don't even know the people's names half the time, but I just know of them. And so like it's hard being in that light of being like real conversational, and because podcasting makes you do that, like you have to talk to people.
Exactly.
And so like now they're like, okay, why are you talking to everybody for?
And then we networking. That's basically all we do is network. We go out, we networking. We meet people. We
even
networking.
when we are out.
Even when we are out trying to enjoy ourselves, people, oh yeah, well y'all got a podcast. Oh, so and so told us y'all got a podcast. I want to be on the show. Let me get y'all a card. Blah 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 blah. And you sitting there with your whole nigga, your nigga like
because I'm gonna female be like looking at you like talk to another female do a podcast. Y'all this good conversation.
What the fuck is a podcast? Fuck that damn podcast.
So who that bitch?
Or y'all, or like even like y'all here with 3 women, and I mean if y'all in a relationship, they be like, we've had women that want to come on. People, we've had women that come on the show with their dudes because they like it's women, and we need to come on there with you. Like, I mean, that's a trust issue in its own. Like, you can't trust that person. But like, we have had dudes, blah blah blah. But my main dude, he just had a problem with everybody. Who else? had a problem with
He
everybody.
loved us though.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters.
Say the Wednesday nigga.
No.
No,
Wednesday.
No,
It was the weekend.
No, he was.
He
He
was the
was a
weekend.
family man.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Dead.
But I think it's just a matter of balancing. My dude, one of the dudes I talk to now, he's not real comfortable with the going out aspect. That's what he doesn't like. He thinks the show is nice, but he doesn't know why we have to know all
And
the
y'all don't go out.
DJs
You go out a lot.
and all that.
You do? Where do you go?
Damn boys.
You ain't get fucked up.
I like that.
Everybody keeps saying about those
Them
drinks.
drinks are
Yeah, you get fucked up at Davenport's real cool.
It just depends on what's going on in the city. I've been everywhere. Like I'm everywhere. So
You ready for homecoming in 26 to 27 days?
26.
Yes, you ready?
Do you go
Of
out?
course.
Every night. Like I said, I work a lot.
Ready.
Yeah.
I try to get out.
I'll be the one that's out most of the time,
Yeah.
and
Me.
Ashley be out quite a bit too.
Yeah.
Networking.
Yeah.
Where y'all be going? I want to go.
I mean, it depends. Like I said, it depends on the day. Like I was gonna go out Sunday because the people that do 50-15 open up.
Sure
Oh,
did.
where?
But you know they coming back. 50-15 is going right back to their same
But
location.
Where they
the
open
same
up?
people at Decatur Bar in Washington.
Eddas. It's Eddas.
Eddas is on Decatur now. In Decatur now on Sundays.
It's a different
So,
route. We can't all go there. We'll talk about it. We can all go to there.
I would say I know Decatur normally is like a white bar, but
It is,
like
that's
on
why I
Sundays
said-
now it's black. So
We can. Let me say this.
Sundays are our day.
Have you ever been to Dogwood?
yeah.
And you know how like a select type of black man can
Man,
get
I
into
don't know why you
Dogwood.
leaning
What's
because
up?
I'm not likes
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But it's the same type of vibe. I really want to support her there, but it's the same vibe.
I mean, but it's like that's the same way I feel about kung fu and anything else.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? They real big on
That
that
was
black
fun
people.
though. I think
but you
every
could
time
take all
it
your
is.
dudes there.
I mean, well, I've been on dates there before.
Yeah, my type of dudes can't go there. I only been with one dude for kung fu. All my other dudes couldn't go there.
Yeah,
No,
kung
I
fu-
wouldn't
I don't
even
even
try
like
to
watch
watch
kung fu. I've gone because the people was there.
It's a few.
I'm not gonna go. I don't want to play no games. I'm not into playing games.
Yeah.
She don't want to play with a
She
baby
literally,
shower.
she
No.
don't want to pay with baby shower.
I don't
games.
like
She
We
wanna
gave our
play
friend a
games.
baby shower and she
Nah,
said,
nah.
I don't play games.
I don't play games.
I'm grown. I don't play games.
I've been about everywhere. I go to the address. I've been
Hot
in the
box.
spot. I've been
It's
to
cool on Friday though.
what?
When we went to the address.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, on Friday, happy hour.
Yeah,
Happy
yeah.
hour.
Oh, happy hour.
I'm
Yeah.
at work doing happy hour.
It don't even be like it'd be like a lot of older people there, but shit, they drink specials good.
What is older to you?
Nigga, you call me out?
I'm just asking.
No, I'm just saying because aren't we in the same age bracket?
I mean, right?
I think so.
I'm not old. I just
That's
turned
what I'm
30.
saying.
I'm 33, but
I
I'm talking about
guess just say just all
You're
right.
young.
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna say 36.
Damn,
37.
I'm 30.
That's 836.
But you
I gave
said
you
there's a lot
37.
of older people there.
I mean, like no, it'd be like you know, how you
Working
go
class,
in the spot.
not older. Them people
Yeah,
that got
work-
jobs
yeah.
at the happy
No,
hour.
I'm
They
talking
didn't
about
want to
like
work
late
all
40s, kind of older.
That's old
What,
to
that
you?
Friday?
I didn't say old. I said
Yeah, I got the
older.
day.
address.
Looks like a meal ticket to me.
I mean, it's like Davenport. Davenport got an older crowd too.
That was some old ass niggas.
No, bitch. They
That
all
boy, they
ain't
all
what
need
it
Sugar
is.
daddy niggas.
It's not that fun. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to get the sugar.
Oh,
Because
God. Why does it have to have a name?
Because they old.
Alley cats. Oh.
No, they're
I
not
think that's
old.
not that old.
They're not old.
Not on Thursday. Thursday.
They're like
Saturday.
his
Saturday.
age.
Saturday is old.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
Saturday
those
is
people
old.
are not at the age or something.
Who gonna go to the alley cat on a Saturday?
A lot of people. The alley cat on Saturday be packed.
Yeah.
It be packed.
That's where older
I like it on
people
Thursday.
from the
We're
other-
going to Breakfast Club one Saturdays.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, it's something else.
Mm-hmm. This has been
We
wonderful.
well over an hour and a half.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. How it's just, cause it's just.
And I hate episodes like this because it's too much to edit.
Yeah, I'm not fixing that. We